We are now live on YouTube. With that, good evening, all. Thank you for joining. And the people who are registered, thank you so much. We had amazing response. I'm here, Uday Kumar, AK, I2 Area Director of District 121, and I'd like to acknowledge the presence of distinguished Toastmasters in the meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Daryl Rodricks, who is also the PR manager, will be our presenter for the today. And distinguished Toastmaster Kumar Magindra, thank you so much for joining. And I, uh, I like to acknowledge uh, Electronic City Toastmaster Club is the one who sponsored a Zoom meeting link for today's meeting. Thank you so much, Electronic City Toastmasters. With that, I like to give the introduction of our speaker today, who is born and brought up in Trivandrum, the capital city of God owns country. Former technology analyst at Infosys Mangalore, joined Toastmasters in 2019, served as charter president of Let's Debate Toastmasters, Area F2 director, divisional director in Mangalore, and is currently the public relation manager of District 121, who loves singing, dancing, and emceeing, currently pursuing MBA in analytics at Christ University, Bangalore. Let's welcome the presenter of today's meeting, DTM Daryl Rodricks.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Udaya. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and
All
clear.
right, fantastic. Before I begin, Udaya, can you just share the credentials of this meeting with me?
Yes, I
Because
will just
wherever,
share the credentials.
yeah,
Okay.
because I just received a few messages, so I might as well
I will send the
reply to
screen
them
chat.
before that.
It is easy to forward. I will just message you.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yes, 264.
All right, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. How are we doing this Thursday evening?
Fine, good.
Okay, that's nice. Anybody else?
Good,
Nobody?
great,
Good,
excited.
good. Yes.
Okay, okay. All right. I'm assuming all of you are uh, gearing up for this particular session. So let me start by thanking Udaya for putting this together. Um, all those of you who are club officers know that this is an important time in the Toastmasters cycle because we're getting ready for renewals, and it's also Talk Up Toastmasters. So hey, why not Talk Up Toastmasters during February and March? On that note, once again, a warm welcome to this uh, session where we will talk about PR, which is more than posters, right? I have a presentation, so I will do the honors of sharing my screen right now. But I'd like to keep it interactive, so please do unmute and speak, or you can even use the chat box because ultimately, um, what I tell you is probably known to you, but it's a reminder. Um, All right, before I share my screen, how many of you are VPPRs in the room? You can show an emoji or okay, one person.
X.
Ex VPPR, okay. So we have Abhishek, Vidit, right, Swati, great. Uh, what if I had to ask you one question, what is your responsibility as the Vice President of Public Relations of your club?
bringing out new members.
Okay, but okay, I will take that. But I'll ask you another question, Swati. Why not VP membership then?
No, this is all about your marketing. That how the Toastmasters are working and how the we are experiencing our experience, everything that we are marketing here.
Fine. So if I could put it in one word and say promotion, would you agree with me?
Yes.
Fine.
To promote
Fantastic.
to promote Toastmasters Club.
Exactly. To promote Toastmasters International, promote your club that is a part of Toastmasters International. Fantastic. Now let me share my screen and uh, like all of you mentioned, you are promoting a club, right? Let me put this here. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. Fantastic. So like also mentioned, I'll take promotion as an answer and pose another question to you. What is the first thing that people notice about your club or any event for that matter?
Attendance.
Attendance is what, okay. So they've not come to the meeting, but the first thing that they notice,
The posters.
posters, okay.
How many guests are
The theme.
attending?
How many guests are attending? Yes. Rachana, what did you say?
Oh, the theme.
The team, okay.
Content.
The content, fine. So basically, when a person wants to search for your club and say they go onto Instagram, they notice the way you promote your club, right? What facts are out there for them to understand what your club looks like. So the first thing that they notice about your club is your public relations. And of course, that is why we have all taken up the officer role of Vice President Public Relations. And we're here to understand how effectively you can execute your role. So before we start, dive in some publicity from the District 121. So I want you to, if you have joined from your laptop or otherwise, scan this QR code and do ensure you follow all the social media of District 121. At the same time, also send it all to all your club members that everyone gets to know uh, what's happening around the district. So I'm going to take another 10 seconds and pause. So feel free to take a snapshot and share it with your club members or even scan it right now and follow all our social media.
How do I do it? How do I
So
do
what
it?
if you're on your phone, you can take a screenshot right now and then scan it later.
Sorry, I'm not that familiar.
Or you can even uh, I shall post the link in the chat in a while. Okay. So
What's
now,
the link?
I will post it, yes. So now when it comes to PR, right, these two letters or public relations, what are your thoughts?
Club activities and
Club
promotion.
activities, promoting your club activities, fantastic.
The relationship we have with the public.
The relationship you have with the public, okay, that's nice. Public relations, the relationship you have with your public, great. Anybody else? One more answer. Wait for one more answer.
To
Reach
keep
to maximum public.
Reaching out to um, majority of the public, fantastic.
to keep
Like I
in,
said, that
to keep in relation with the world organization.
okay. So you are as a club, you will keep in touch with the organization as well as the public, right? Through your PR. And today there are three questions that I'm going to answer. Try and answer. What PR you can do? Where can you do this PR? And when you should do this PR? Okay. Three simple questions: what, where, and when. So the first question is what, and we all know about posters, right? When I talk about posters, I'm talking about the club meeting posters. You may have winners posters. You may have birthday posters. All that is fine. But what else can you do? Or, or even what else are you doing?
Creating some reels about how the meeting were going up, and some thoughts like um, quotes.
Okay. Okay, so two different answers. Thank you, Swati. One is videos or reels talking about club meetings, and that is the first point that I have. Video content or even reels, right? Now, there are two things that I want to highlight here. One is where you're involving current members, because at the end of the day, you want the members. Now, you're doing PR, right? It's important to understand why you're doing PR. Yes, you're promoting your club, you're informing the public, but ultimately it is linked to the role of a vice president membership, where you have to increase your club strength, right? You may be a club of 15 members, 20 members, and every club wants to grow. So the intention of doing proper PR is to connect it to membership. So that's why I say involve members, because there are two aspects of it, member addition as well as member retention. We want all our members to renew, and that's why involve all your members when you're creating these deals. I'm not taking the names of any clubs, but I see a lot of clubs posting. I've seen this one club posting videos where they wish members on their birthday, and this video is created by all the other members of the club together. So they are involving all the members, right, as part of this particular activity, and the member will feel happy. The member will feel good. Other things that you can do are uh, normal videos as well, not just involving members, otherwise too. I'll show you one towards the end of this video, end of the session, which of course you also can use for your clubs to promote uh, Toastmasters International. Now we are an organization that promote or that help individuals become better speakers and leaders. So if you have videos created along these lines of improving public speaking, overcoming your confidence, or overcoming your fear, and speaking in front of an audience, things like this, if you can create content, um, videos, you can also post them to the public or inform the public about Toastmasters International and your club. The next thing that I wanted to share is educational bites and session content. Now, when I talk about educational bites, I talk about small pieces of information that you can share, the knowledge, right? Knowledge that you can share through posters or videos to the public. And session content is specifically if you have an education session that lasts for about, say, 40-45 minutes. You can't post them entirely uh, on a social media platform like Instagram, but you can use YouTube there and post it for, of course, your members to know, other Toastmasters to know, and even other non-Toastmasters, where they get information about, okay, this is how the platform eventually will help. So that's what I talk about: educational bites, short 1 minute videos which give information, as well as education session content which you can post on a platform like YouTube, longer education sessions. The third thing is PR campaigns. Now, I have noticed, or I've been part of PR campaigns, and I'll give you a few examples. All right. Now, for example, my club is having a milestone meeting, say the 100th meeting, on the 28th of February. Now, it's a milestone meeting we want to celebrate, right? But you want to create some impetus for people to come there. So say 10 days before, I'm organizing a PR event. Say I'm organizing a debate competition for non-Toastmasters. I conduct this PR campaign. I conduct this campaign with PR. So I'm promoting it. I'm getting people, non-Toastmasters, to come and participate. And then I invite all of them for the meeting on the 20th. So there you have some traction that is built, where you can get increased audience for this milestone meeting. So this is just one example. I was a part of a corporate club earlier called Infosys Toastmasters Bangalore, And we used to have other PR campaigns. And we used to have PR campaigns for every meeting. So based on the themes. So for example, there was this meeting theme called Back to School. So the vice president public relations would come up with an innovative game. So for example, nursery rhymes, right? They were jumbled up words and they were sent out as emailers, a poster through email to all the employees. People would participate. We would invite everyone there and pick a lucky winner. So that way, and this will be done for every meeting. I just gave an example here. But these PR campaigns will generate traction for people to come to your club. Now, I spoke about a corporate. If you're a community club, what you can do is like a debate, right? You can organize a debate or let's say a jam contest where you have people come and speak on a topic for just a minute, exactly a minute. Colleges, I know you can also be innovative and have something like a pick and speak. So these PR campaigns are generally used to create traction before your event. So not just for milestone meetings, but even for regular meetings, you can have PR campaigns, test it out, and see how you can better it across months. And trust me, this actually has helped a lot. It of course requires a lot of planning, and so if you are a VPPR, uh, 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 don't do it all by yourself. Have a small team which can help you brainstorm. You can divide and delegate tasks, and then it will become a swift process as you progress. This is something that I would recommend to majority of the clubs to try out, especially in these 2 months. And if it works, great. You can do it every week or every week, 2 weeks. Motivational content. Yes. Now I want all of you to go to this particular our district website, p121toastmasters.org/marketing templates. Now there are a few posters there that I'm sure if you see will motivate you. Now I don't want you to use the same thing, but try replicating it in your own club. I'm sure you, if you're a college club, right, you have college students who have benefited and yes interviews. So something that you can incorporate with their pictures or videos and motivate the audience. I think this is also another way where you can tell the benefits of Toastmasters and spread the value that it brings to each of us. So yeah, that and external collaborations. Now I recently know of a club that went to a college and did an open house where they spoke about the benefits. So here you are, as the vice president public relations, you are finding avenues where you can promote Toastmasters. You can go to different colleges, different clubs, different colleges, different corporates, and conduct small training sessions. Now, it might not be applicable to all clubs, but if you can, then go ahead and offer them small training, small bites, influence them, and try and get them to your meeting. Now, as a vice president public relations, right, it's important for you to find avenues, like I mentioned, to promote Toastmasters as well. You don't have to go and promote it, but you have to find the avenue, bring it back to your club excom, inform them, and ensure as a team you can go represent your club and conduct these collaborative events. There are even different exhibitions, right, or expos that are there in the city. If you're aware of that, and of course, it might cost a little bit, but based on your budget, if you are able to collaborate with them, go ahead, create a stall and promote those masters. All right, are we good with what content, how we can promote those masters, the what PR that we can do? Are we good with that?
Oh,
All right, I'll take that as a yes. If you have
Yes.
questions, thank you. If you have questions, do note them down and we will take them at the end of the session. All right. Now we're going to the where, right? And I'm sure if you're a club, you have your social media handles ready. I want you to take a moment, take the next 10, 15 seconds or 30 seconds to reflect on how your social media handle looks like. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing right now. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Go back to your club social media account, let it be say Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is. Take the 30 seconds and look at it.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
yes.
audible? We can organize socials in the house of members' home on passive functions.
Sorry, sir.
We can organize socials in members' house,
Yes, yes. Social gatherings in your members' house. Yes, yes, of course.
where
So all
with a team, each member gets another member.
exactly. So if you know our international president, right? The international president of Toastmasters International is distinguished Toastmaster Ravi Spear, and she has a campaign that has been running for the last 6 7 months called Plus One. So every member, of course, is entitled to or should bring one guest to the club meeting, and eventually that will obviously get converted from a guest to a member. So there is this plus one pledge that she has taken. You can definitely type that out as well and see if you can use it in your club to promote or to bring guests, right? You can do this is my plus one, where is yours? Things like that, you can definitely go ahead and use it. All right, so I'm assuming you have taken a look at your social media handle, and I'm sure you know of the different platforms, right? WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. But one thing that you should keep in mind is that not everything can be, every platform serves the same purpose. Now, YouTube, we know, is for, of course, you can have short YouTube shorts as well, where you have 45 seconds to 1 minute. But predominantly, YouTube is used for co- uh, larger videos, so where you have 45 minutes or 1 hour. YouTube is used for that. Now, LinkedIn is more of a professional network where of course you can post club content, but it's more targeted towards an individual. So if you have individual achievements, say like level completions or anyone receiving their DTM, things like that, use LinkedIn to promote that. WhatsApp, of course, you have your WhatsApp channels, your WhatsApp groups, WhatsApp status. Facebook and Instagram is similar, where you have short video content as well as posters and things like that. Now, while it is your responsibility to generate content, what I advise all of you to do is to share it, but also encourage your members to share it. Um, because we don't know who is seeing what. When you put it out on social media, it's for the entire world to see, right? But do you know how many people are watching your content? How many people are actually watching your posts? No, it's very difficult to know who is seeing what. But what you can do is post it, share it across all platforms, and encourage your members also to share it. So that way, somebody else might get benefited or might get impacted by the content that you're creating. So, of course, you might now might be thinking there are so many things to handle. How can I do it? That is when I come to my next question and ask you, when do I post my content? Now, these are the platforms, right? But when do I post it? Now, I do not know if you noticed, but when you were reflecting on your social media handle, how regular were the posts? Now, was it every 1 week you're putting a poster, say, okay, your meeting is happening bi-weekly, you're putting it every 2 weeks. If that's the case, then it's not going to work. If you're posting content once a month, once in 2 months, twice a month even, it's not going to work. There is an audience that is watching your content on social media continuously. You need to be regular at it. And that is why I'm showing you this calendar. Now, today is the 13th of February. Do you have a PR calendar in place for you to promote your content, to promote your club? If not, start now and try and ensure that you have one post going out every day. It can be a poster also, it's fine. But ensure one post is going out every day. Start preparing your calendar. Um, how do you go about preparing this calendar? So you know your meeting dates, right? I'm sure you must be knowing your meeting dates for the next 1 month. So draw an Excel sheet, write down every day, meeting dates, okay, what are the meeting posters that go out, and keep a target when it should be ready. Now, what additional things you can do? Sit with your PR team and try and identify content. So now, for example, I spoke about motivational quotes, right? So think of people who have been benefited in your club. See if you can create content around that, a poster, a small video. I'm sure it doesn't take time to, record a 15-second video or a 30-second video. It can be done instantly. So add that in your calendar. Now, if you have birthday wishes, right? Obviously, if anybody's birthday falls, record all that in your calendar and keep it ready. What additional things? Now, if you have any PR campaigns, like I mentioned, if you're having a club contest coming up, then you have club contest promotional material that needs to go out, right? Save the date, contestants, role players, venue details, contest information, winners, things like this. Note everything in a calendar, keep everything ready. Dates should be fixed, and start preparing content now itself. Keep a timeline as well. So every night at 9 o'clock, I will post it across all social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. 9 o'clock every night, it should go out. And do this without fail for a month. I'm sure you will see the traction that it builds on social media. You will see attendance at your meetings also improve. Now, one more thing I want to highlight here is that if my meeting is, say, on the 28th of February, again, I'll take 28th February. You cannot release the poster on 26th. The poster has to go out at least 10 days before. And not just 10 days before, it has to continuously go out as reminder. Every 2 days post it. Every 2 days post that meeting poster so that it registers in the mind of the guest. We all have that short attention span, right? 30 seconds. And what if I miss it out? Then the guest doesn't come up to your meeting, right? The guest doesn't come, you're not able to eventually add membership to your club. So two things to remember here. One is uh, to have a content calendar. Start now for 30 days and start preparing that content also. So you can track it. Is the content created? Yes, no. Is the content posted? Yes, no. Have a timeline in place and see the difference that it makes. Also, you cannot release content 2 days before suppose, for example, you have a meeting. You cannot release information about the meeting 2 days prior. It has to go out in advance and it has to be continuously posted so that the guest remembers that, okay, I have a meeting 2 days later, I have a meeting 3 days later. All right. Now, I want you to also see this. I think it's only with Canva Pro, but I'm not very sure. I also need to check. But someone told me that you can connect Canva Pro to your Instagram handle. It has to be a Facebook business handle for that. You can connect it to your Instagram handle, and that way your scheduled posts can go out on time. So do explore that. And if you have any queries, let me know. Even I will try and check that. All right. These are a few strategies that not when we talk about content, not just about content, but other PR strategies that you can keep in mind if you want to promote. A few of them we have covered, but the others are here. So like for example, event promotions is meeting promotions, like I mentioned, or even normal events that you have. Media relations is you can also collaborate with the public media, newspaper. Now, we do not know how many people actually read a newspaper, and of course, there is a cost that comes along with it. But that's something that if you have the budget and time, you can explore. You're doing this for member engagement, right? So remember to keep your members engaged, and not by when I say members, I mean your viewers. I mentioned about video content, milestone celebration. Have fixated ideas that you can implement here to promote that milestone. So, for example, if you're having a 100th meeting, if you can have something in line with that. I remember my club was celebrating the 300th meeting, and we had four activities related to 300. There was one where you had to record 300 seconds, record a video in 300 seconds um, of doing anything and present it. Um, and it's click a picture with 300 and send it in. So I don't remember what the other two were, but things related to 300 were used there. Now, word of mouth. Trust me, this helps a lot, and it is underused sometimes. So do ensure that you spread the word of Toastmasters. You are a Toastmaster, and that is if you know a Toastmasters promise. If you haven't, go and check it up. There is something called a Toastmasters promise. So when you join Toastmasters, there are 10 promises that you say yes to when you become a Toastmaster. And one of them is to spread the word of Toastmasters, to bring in guests. So use your personal network. If Toastmasters has benefited you, I'm sure um, it will benefit someone else too. So use your personal network. Recognition, of course, you have winners of meetings, level completions, DTM and award announcements, things like that. So you can recognize members. Of course, when you win Smedley Award, BCP goals that you achieve. So things like that, you use PR for that. External collaborations, like I mentioned, go to colleges or corporates, conduct soft skills training for them. And of course, they will see the benefit of the platform or the benefit the platform has given you. So go ahead for that. PR campaigns, like I mentioned. So these are few strategies that you can implement. All right. So now I'm going to give you one tip, right? And I'm going to abbreviate it as CPACE. Um, these are, of course, 5 different words. Can any of you guess any of the letters? What CPACE stands for?
E could be
Content.
engagement.
Content.
Okay, engagement. I'm going to take that, Vaishnavi. You're right. Yes, Udaya.
Content. Content.
Um, Content. Content is anyway there, but yeah, that's not
P,
the either of the C's.
Is it
Yes,
collaboration?
yes.
P,
Collaborate. Okay. You see, you can add different letters, words. It's really great. It helps, right? That's the
Yes.
meaning of you need to collaborate with different offices. Um,
P
JFK
for
was saying
pers,
P for person,
Personality.
personality.
pers,
Okay, that's not the B I
Promotion,
have.
Creativity.
publicity,
passion. P for
Passion. Okay,
passion.
I had someone saying creativity. I'll take creativity. All right. So I'm going to start from the bottom. Okay. So E is for engaging. Now, like I mentioned, your content that you put out has to be engaging. You need to you need to give the audience or the viewers something that will keep them engaged. For example, you're posting a video, right? And they watch it, they said, okay, it makes a difference to me, and I want to know more. That is when it's engaging. If you create your normal meeting posters, is it actually engaging? It is, but not that engaging as other content. But so ensure your content that you put out is engaging. Like I mentioned, the motivational quotes, right? If you put somebody's picture there and the benefit that they have got. For example, um, I was scared of speaking on stage, but today I'm comfortable and comfortable. I'm comfortable in front of an audience. So things like that, if it's motivating or keeps the audience engrossed, then of course your promotion is working. Consistent. Uh, like I mentioned, you can't keep posting once in 2 months, twice in a month. It's not going to work. It needs to be consistent. And if you have a calendar, it's definitely going to help. Um, of course, while I'm serving as the district public relations manager, I have a calendar. So try and maintain yours, and I'm sure you will see the difference. A is for adaptability. Now we are part of different clubs. We have different members from different places, right? The same, if what I am implementing is working in my club, it does not mean it has to work in, say, Swati's club or Jayati's club or Abhishek's club. They have different set of members, different set of audience that you're targeting. So you need to adapt or change your content according to that. If I have college, majority of college students are targeting top college students, I'll keep it a little lively, more related to interview process or placement or things like that. Now, if you're a community club, you would want to focus on how you can spend your time other than different professions. You can concentrate on different professions. How Toastmasters will help different professions. Corporate, you know, the public speaking is an essential skill that you need to develop, and that way you can create your content that way. So don't stick to the ABC approach. I may use ABC, you need to use XYZ. There are different permutations and combinations that you have to play with if you want your content to work. And so be adaptable, right? And the last one, the P is for patient. Now I say this because say you're posting content for a week, you can't expect to have 5 new members in a week or 5 new guests in a week. It will take time. It's a slow process and you need to be patient, but don't give up. Uh, that's why now when we talk about, say, for example, talk of Toastmasters, I'm sure if you're aware of it. If you're not aware, it's that period of time where members have to add, clubs have to add 5 members to your respective clubs, and you get that talk of Toastmasters from Toastmasters International. But you need to start, say, from say January. It's not too late now. You still have time, another 1.5 months. But don't expect instantaneous results. You need to be patient. Sometimes what you do today will reap results after 1 month or 1.5 months or 2 months. So be patient, but don't give up. And the last one is, of course, to be creative. Think out of the box. You might argue that and say, hey, I'm not a creative person. But I'll tell you, take time and think about it. Now, there are different resources that are at our fingertips, right? We have AI helping us in each and everything that we want to do. And so explore those options, get ideas. And one more suggestion I'll give all of you is you have clubs in your area, you have clubs in your division. Okay, we have clubs across the world. And if you get to know of any club on your personal Instagram account, go and follow them. On your personal Facebook, go and join those groups. Observe what they are doing. And if you get that idea, you can also implement similar things in your club. Observation is key. If you see it in a district account, you see it in an area account, go ahead and implement it as well if you think it will help you, right? So be observant and be creative. We all have that um, we have those creative juices in us. The right side of the brain is creative. We all have it and we have to explore it. As VPPR, we have that privilege of getting the chance to be creative. So experiment, explore, and I'm sure it will be successful. So this is it, C pace, where you have to be creative, patient, adaptable, consistent, and engaging. All right. So yes, I just have 4 more points that I will like to share. But before that, I think we can take questions now. And if we have nothing, I mean, I'm assuming we have. But at the end, I will share 4 thoughts that I will want to leave you with.
Okay, who wants to go first? The golden start. Who is going to do that? Yes, Mr. Dilip. Could you please unmute and ask your
Can I
question?
go first?
Uh, uh, just a second, sir. One more person raised. You'll be the
Um,
second person. Hi,
yeah,
Dilip.
yeah. Hi, Daryl sir.
I believe.
Like I'm from Milan Toastmasters, and the question is, we are trying if we are trying to post any video content and all, like what type of video do we suggest? Do you suggest members doing a group of video or some generated video like posters or some pictures kind of that kind of videos?
All right, thank you for that question, Dilip. So I would say experiment with both. Of course, you can have members record. So, for example, you want to share testimonials of members, go ahead and record a video and, of course, post it. Edit a little bit so that there is some clarity on what the video is about. Have a front screen or a fun 5 second addition to the video, and you can post it. But you can also have other content, and I will just share this video that I wanted to mention. Well, it need not be a member, right? It can be other information that you want to share or the benefits that you want to highlight. So go ahead and create both. Uh, but keep it in mind that it should be within 45 seconds to 1 minute, not more than that, because sometimes people will not watch uh, the entire video. Like I mentioned, our um,
Attention span. Yeah.
attention span is very limited, right? So see how you can and try and make it very engaging in the beginning, in the first 10, 15 seconds, so that people will watch it later. I'll just share this quickly with you so you can get an idea of what I was talking about. So,
Sure.
share sound as well. Right, so you can create content like that as well. I did that on Canva, and it took me about 45 minutes to an hour. All those videos were available on Canva, and you can use it. Um, they're also brand compliant, right? Keeping in mind the tone that you want to, or the tone of the video. So go ahead and try and do that as well. I hope that
Okay.
answered your question.
Yeah, I can design those in Canva, or do you suggest any other platform?
So I am very comfortable using Canva, and I did that using Canva. So
Okay.
you can, yeah, you are free to explore other tools as well.
Sure, sure.
One suggestion, Dilip, when you create this kind of videos, be cautious. Uh, You should not have any photos or content related to below 18 years of age. Should be it can't be someone random also you could not have. There is a ban complaint for it. And if it is members, fine. If it is something random, choose the appropriate content from the Canva. Don't go children's images. There is a restriction from postmasters. Thank you for your questions. Kumar sir raised his question. Can you please unmute and ask Tim Kumar your question to Darren? Kumar sir, you are on mute? Can you please unmute and ask your question? No. Okay. Over to Vaishnavi. Could you please unmute? I like to request just introduce which club you are from and then your name and ask question.
I'm Vaishnavi. I'm from the Siemens Bangalore Toastmasters Club.
Oh, great. Your
And
question.
my question is, whenever we post things on social media, I am seeing that there is very few engagement, like literally one person will like it or something like that. So ours is a corporate club. I do not expect that people from outside would like it, but still, how could I improve the engagement?
All right. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for that question. So when you're talking specific, I'm assuming you reach out to your corporate employees through the email, right?
Yeah, we do reach out to them through email for any special events. Apart from that, we do have our club WhatsApp group, and we have a Yammer link for across the company. Apart from that, we are also asked to post on LinkedIn and Instagram. My question is, for LinkedIn and Instagram, I feel that it's a waste because hardly one person likes it or very few views, something like that.
So now here is where you need to know the audience that you want to target through these platforms. Now, if you want the external world to know about your club, about Instagram, then you need to promote it that way. But I'm assuming you would want to showcase the Instagram platform as well to your employees.
Yeah.
In that case, I think Siemens also has an Instagram page, right? So why not try and ask them for collaboration, um, or ask them to post your Instagram post or as their story. So I'm sure every employee of the company will follow the main page. They will also get to know more about Toastmasters through that. Also, what I would ask you to do is in your email, right? Send across your social media handles and ask people to follow. I'm not sure if you receive an email from me to follow District 121. You
Yeah, yeah.
must have. So
They've
why not
already
try
received.
that? Uh,
Yeah.
so why not try that as well in your organization?
Mhm.
So that way you can build traction of getting more engagement on your uh, social on Instagram, for example, and
Mhm.
keep monitoring it, track how the progress has been.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, Lalit, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
To
Am I audible?
one second, sir. Vaishnavi, to add to your question, you can use newsletter and keep it in the reception. Newsletter will work effectively. The awards you can keep it in the reception. Check your
Mhm.
HR team. Can you keep your club awards or applause, whatever you achieved so far, and it can be kept in the receptions. So people
Okay.
can notice when you keep such things, the promotion is there when people enter the company.
Okay.
Yes. Sir Kumar, sir, over to you.
Okay. In fact, it's not a question. What I'm trying to say is
Mm.
now, apart from the social media and the present way of publicity, we can use our own Toastmasters magazine with our name and contact and leave them in places where public can refer, like hospitals, barber shops, coffee shops, restaurants, clubhouses, so they can refer, and if they want, they can meet, bring us back, call us back, and we can give them all the further information. Another one is bus panel advertising. We get, I know it may cost, but in our case, we talk with the management of the bus company, internal town bus company, and ask them to put bus panel advertisement for our Toastmasters, which they did, and we did get good response. I'm from District 102, Division G, Malaysia.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. Thank you. I'm sure it will help. You can try it out, and I'm sure it will help your people here as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Kumar, sir. So our generation is like more introvert. We have 1,000 friends on social media, but we maintain social distance from all the people in real world. Thank you for the suggestion. I'd like to go with Abhishek. Could you please unmute your club name and your question?
Hi, I'm myself Abhishek. I'm from Move Flyers Toastmasters Club. My question was as you know, you are also in part of corporate Toastmasters Club. There was some kind of time restrictions as we are all working, and we have to do this via work in between the work hours, or sometimes maybe we have to stretch in the weekends or something. We already stretching for the work actually. So there is some restrictions are there. So what do you think would be the best strategy of PR in such situations? Like, we can't spend a lot of time for that, but whatever time we are spending, it should be effective, like 200% effective. So what do you suggest? Like, as you said to Vaishnavi, Uday also suggested the keeping the trophies in the reception areas. those things are really helpful. So other than that, like in terms of posters, or the idea which one you said you are using in Infosys, sending out the puzzles or the crosswords, that is really ticked me actually. That I'm going to work on that. I will discuss with my team. So I would like to know, is there any other effective method you can suggest for us?
Uh, can I reiterate your question? You are asking
Yeah.
to create poster. What is the effective way to create poster in spite of working hours, or what?
No, any kind of PR strategy with a limited time, with very less time we have. So what is the most effective strategy? It can be like posters, or a kind of poster, or as you said, this can be a video, or that is again sending out puzzles or these kind of things to entire employees. I think that is the one benefit we are getting as a corporate Toastmaster club. We can reach out to all the employees, so we know our volume, maximum volume of the audience that we can get inside in-house. So that is it. So the what is the most effective way for the public relation in this case?
All right, Abhishek, thank you for that question. Now, I'm not sure if this is how it works there, but I'll tell you how it works for us at
Mhm.
Infosys. So we could send out emails either at we're given three time slots. So not during working hours, but otherwise. So either before 9:30, 12 to 2, that is lunch, or after 5, right? And I think 12 to 2 was most effective because that's when people are there in office, uh,
Mm.
right? So we used to send out emails, and now considering you are busy, is there someone else who can operate the same email chain, right? So that
Mhm.
person can send out the email that time. What we also used to do is, especially on meeting days, during the entire day, there would be TV screens in each building. So it would
Yeah.
display our poster there. So if people were interested, of course, they would see it and come. But I think most of the traction was through the emails that were sent. Um, Also, I'm not sure if you do it, but something else we used to do is when people used to join the company as part of their introductory uh, the training, right? First 2 3 days when they had an orientation, we would go
Yes,
as
Manish.
Toastmasters and speak about the club.
Yes.
So that way, I mean, I'm sure when you just join, the workload is not that much, and people would want to explore and explore the different clubs that are there. So that's when people also would join. So if you're doing that, great. If you're not, probably that's something you can try as well.
Yeah, that thing we are already doing during the orientation. Yeah, we are last time once we tried that, we given an orientation session for about Toastmaster, how it helps, and the TV also we are following in the cafeteria and the general areas like this reception areas, other work areas, wherever TV is available. We are posting the photos and this posters. Sorry. Yeah.
We also had this like once in 2 3 months. Um,
Uh-huh.
we used to in the lunch break, right? When people are in the cafeteria, we would have something like a pick and speak kind of a competition, or just for people to
Oh,
come forward and speak. So if you can organize that as well, that would be great.
okay.
People are very hesitant to come and speak, especially in front of the crowd
Yeah.
that comes. But that's when you tap into the potential of these people.
Yeah, sure, sure. That is one another nice idea. So yeah, sure. We'll definitely will speak up in the exco meetings and we'll look forward. Thank you.
A couple of things that I just crossed my mind and I didn't mention is not just, I mean, of course, not just through posters or content, but when you wear a Toastmasters International T-shirt, if you have, or a club T-shirt, or even that member badge that you have, right? If you can wear that when you're walking to meetings, or if you just want to wear it casually to office, wear it, because that way even people will see.
Mm.
I'm not talking only about corporates, but even otherwise, if you're sitting in a bus and traveling to, say, your meeting location, you're wearing the badge, it might, catch someone's attention. They might see, okay, Toastmasters written at the back of the t-shirt, and they might want to know more. So
Right.
even what you wear and the badges and all are ways of promoting Toastmasters.
Right. Sure. Thank you so much, Dary.
Thank you. No problem.
It's very true. For community club, we print T-shirts. We also give members badge so that they in line with the Toastmaster thing. You can't use the brand logos if you're making T-shirt for your own club, but other than that, you can print a T-shirt for your club. Toastmaster doesn't allow you to create uh, or develop something on your own, but you can buy T-shirts from the Toastmasters merchandise through Muscarado. I think many of the people are aware of Muscarado. Or you just create one, don't use the brand logos. That's the thing. So with that, we have a lot of questions in the form which we rolled out, Daryl. Can I go through one or two and then switch to the people? Let's have another
Sure.
5 minutes since we started 5 minutes late. And there was interesting question. How one can be creative enough within the guidelines?
So here is where I'm going to enforce, yes, we have to follow the guidelines because we are part of a brand, right? Uh, and here, if you still have that question, okay, there are limited colors, you can't use a lot. Uh, that's when you can actually explore and explore other district pages or area pages or division pages because they tend to be more brand compliant. Clubs, I've observed, are not very, but you can, of course, go and see other pages. Now, again, if you have queries about brand compliance, then of course post it to brand at toastmasters.org and they will get back if your poster is brand compliant or not. If you still, well, before reaching out to them, if you want to reach out to us as well at the district, drop an email to prm at b121toastmasters.org. And I'm sure, and my team, someone from my team will get back to you to help you out there. But yeah, try and focus on using the brand colors. The uh, don't um, you're not allowed to use cartoons and things like that, right? So follow the brand manual. But like I said, we all have that creativity within. We just have to explore it a little bit more if we find it difficult. It will happen. It's not difficult at all. Trust me.
Yes, Ram, before you going, I just ask one more question to Daryl. There is an interesting question specific to college. How to promote a college and grow a college club? Because it's a different audience, different dynamics. It's not like corporate or community. So promotion of college club.
All right. Um, and let me start with giving you my example, okay? Uh, I am currently a student pursuing my MBA at Christ University, Bangalore. Um, and the way I am right now in my PG program is not the way I was in my undergrad program. Okay. Toastmasters has definitely helped me, and I've seen the benefits. Now, I have a there are multiple college clubs, right? And the best way to promote it is to share your story, to share how Toastmasters has benefited you, and I'm sure they will also want to get that same benefit, be it acing interviews, placement process, joining clubs, taking up leadership roles, uh, to be a club officer in a college club, say at the age of 20, or even I'll take the example of a president. To be a president of a club at the age of 20 is not a small feat. And if you can do that, I'm sure it will inspire somebody else. So, not don't rely just on content, but share your story as well with others. They will see the benefit. Uh, so that is one thing that I would definitely advise to all college students. Um, Apart from that, of course, you have social media as well. Every college student follows another. So if you have any achievements to share, if you have club achievements that are out on social media, promote it on your own social media page because your friends will see it or your friends' will see it, and somebody will want to know more about it. So go ahead and use your social media to promote your club. I think these two ways are effective if you want to build your college community, Toastmasters community in your college.
Great. This question was asked by Chinmay from Transcend Toastmasters. And the previous question was asked from Varsha from HSR Toastmasters.
Okay, I think
Both people
Chinmay is
are in
here.
the count.
Oh, Varshan is also here. Okay.
Yeah. Ram, could you please introduce yourself, your college or the club name, and
Yeah,
I'm
thank
still
you.
college mode.
Good evening to all. My name is Ram. I am from Banjara Toastmaster. I am very new this role. Recently I joined. Could you please share the resource link and poster creations link sources?
Sure, Ram, just message me. I will give a lot of, I have a pre template of our district. We'll
Yeah,
share
yeah.
with.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any specific questions with respect to strategy? If not, I will just go through a couple of questions in the sheet. Anyone?
Can I ask?
Yes, Jayati. Your
I
club
am
name
from
and
Wordsworth Toastmaster.
great.
It's a community club.
Yeah.
So I just want to know that for community club newsletter, is it effective? Means how much effective it is?
All right. So yes, I missed to mention that, but newsletter is something that you should go ahead and create because um, not everyone prints it. It's of course online now, but there are stories that you can share there, right? There are there's club information that you can share there. It's a good read, and it's definitely a good keepsake. Uh, Say 3, 4 years, or say even 2 years down the line, if you can't go back to the content that you have to share, you have your newsletter. So that will show aspects of your club achievements, member achievements, so many different details that can be included. So newsletter is also, it might not be effective immediately, but say in 6 months, if, for example, you don't have anything to share, your newsletter will be there to share with the crowd. So go ahead and create newsletters because they also impact um, the audience or the readers, right? You can't share everything what you have in a newsletter on social media, for example. So newsletters are also a good read. Um, so yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Jayati, to add to Daryl, I have a newsletter from India's uh, long-running club, which started in the year 1992, Garden City Toastmasters. So I joined as a guest. I got the printed material. I learned a lot from this newsletter, and it creates a lot of memories. And it tells about the history of this club. They recently conducted 1,600 meeting. You can see here. So I learned a lot from this newsletter. It's a way to publicize your brand. When you're from Wordsworth, you can publicize the brand. When I did the newsletter, I felt really happy. It created the memory of the entire club. I learned a lot about the clubs, and I publicized a lot about the club members' strength, their achievements. When you hear the stories, it inspired the audience, obviously. And writing an article is also the way to improve your communications. So it's very effective. It's a beautiful process, and it's all about collaborations with the people. I recommend, highly recommend newsletters, the best options you get as a BPPR, not just posters. Spend some time, minimum of 20 to 30 pages. That will really, really help you. And just message me. We did a session with respect to newsletter with the past PR manager of our district. I will share the link. It has a lot of insight how to create effective newsletter. With that, who wants to go? We are already running
I have a
time. It will
question.
be yes, Ranchana. You are the lucky person. So, what is your question? Your club name?
Uh, Rachna from Mysore Toastmaster.
Great.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
Um, yeah, hope you're doing well. So my question is, other like usually we go for Canva to design our posters. Other than Canva, do you have any other portals or links? As AI is advancing, it we can quickly create content. So do you suggest any other links or portals for not only for creating posters, like any other content related to PR?
Right. Um, so I like I mentioned before, I am personally comfortable with Canva and I use that. But that being said, you can also use AI to generate PR. to generate your PR content, be it posters or even parts of the poster, right? If you want uh, um, people speaking to one another and things like that, you can also use AI. But just keep in mind that it should uphold the tone or the voice of the tone of the brand. Right? That's the only concern or the condition that TI has put forward when you create content. I am not aware. I mean, there are other tools as well, but I am not well versed with other tools, so I can't comment on that. Um, so yeah,
Okay.
I am
Okay.
comfortable using Can.
But this is because we want some posters to be designed very quickly. There are time constraints and
The
Canva,
easiest
like we
way
have to
is,
spend some time.
yeah, if you don't mind, can I add?
Yeah, please.
Sure.
Angela, you don't have to create everything from the scratch. Use the templates, which is available in many district pages. Just go to any district, even District 121 as a template. Just click the template and edit the name of the club and everything. And even Canva has something called Dream Lab. They recently launched. It is an AI way to create. You need to give the context. It will generate based on the reference template. That way you can create, but accuracy is very 70% you can tell. There are spelling mistake it shows. It's like an image it generate. And use ChatGPT to write the content. I use more often. If you don't have time, I just write a basic idea and use Canva, ChatGPT to make it faster, to avoid all the spell errors or the content thing. These ways we can do it. Templates is the best way. There are a lot of templates available. Or there are WhatsApp group, ask people to share the Canva template link. They can share the template link if you like any posters. Ask the people in either WhatsApp groups. They will share the link and you can duplicate the template.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thanks for your question. With that, we are
Yeah.
already running late. Thank you so much, Daryl, for the support.
Udaya, can I take 3 minutes more? I just want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
show
yeah.
them.
I remember. Yes.
Uh, all
Over to you.
right. All right. To everybody has still remained 13 people here. Thank you for still staying back. I know it's 10 minutes past the scheduled time. But there are four more points that I wanted to share. One is, of course, very important to understand or to know your target audience, right? Who do you want to attract as guests to your club? So ensure your content is also relevant for them towards them. Yes, this is something that I emphasize a lot. And like I mentioned, it has to be consistent, your content. You have to make a lot of noise. Post it across media. Ask your members to share it across their media as well. That way your voice will be heard or your club's voice will be heard because you're speaking for your club, right? Um, let the world know. Yes, literally, I mean that. But I also want you to check. There is a document on on the TI website called Let the World Know, which is a nice document of elaborating different ways in which you can promote your club. I remember I saw this line. Um, Now, if you want to target people who like reading, right, which is the one place they go to, library. So why don't you put your club content, your materials there, no? Share it with the library there, and they will of course keep it on this on for display. And if anybody says, okay, public speaking, overcome my fear of stage fright and things like that, that way they can then reach out to you. So this is a nice document on TI website called Let the World Know. Go ahead and explore it, take a read, have a read, and see what all you can implement. And the last thing is one thing that I've been emphasizing throughout: build your brand. Uh, yes, build the brand of your club, but also build your brand, right? Your personal brand. Because, of course, through this platform, you get a chance to speak, you get a chance to lead, and you're getting a chance to promote too. So it's additional skills that you're developing. You're not just becoming a better speaker or a leader, but you're learning to explore that creative side that you have. So build your club brand, and that way District 121 and Toastmasters International too. Thank you so much for your time, and will uh, hand it back to Udaya, Area Director, Area IT.
Thank you so much, Daryl Rodricks, DTM, for the wonderful session. I learned a lot of refreshing ideas, the strategies. Uh, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the audience who joined. Thank you for the response.